Thanks for being here for the KW website early adopters. Congratulations on being selected as an early adopter for the new KW websites, which will be available to all associates next year. In today's presentation, you're going to learn everything that you need to know to get started with your new website. Now, we will be bouncing between live presentation and PowerPoint just for your convenience, okay? So the first thing is let's find out how do we get started on the new websites. When you are launched, this is once you're launched, you will hover over the technology menu and you will see this, the new KW website agent. Once again, you will not see this until after you're launched. Once you see that option, go ahead and click on that option. All right, once you click on that option, you'll be taken to this screen. This screen is going to give you the opportunity to start to create your site. It hasn't launched yet. It's ready for you to customize, and then it'll be ready to launch when you're ready. So what we're going to do is we'll click on Create Site Now. That'll take us to this screen. So we have three options on this screen. The first option is to launch our site. The second is to preview it. You can see what it looks like. Again, this isn't live. This is just a preview of the site, or you can go to the site editor. We're going to recommend before you launch your site, just so that you have everything in order and everything in place, you click Go to Site Editor. And we're going to do that next. Now we go to Site Editor, we're going to end up at the on the live screen. All right, once you click Launch Editor, you will see your opportunities to choose a theme. So this is what we're going to start calling our site design. This is our theme selection in our site design. You'll notice that the template we have right now is called the Madison. The Madison website design theme has automatically been applied to your new site. The design is exclusive to Keller Williams agents. It already has the KW logo, as you see in the top right-hand corner. It also has what we call the Omni box. I'm going to highlight the Omni box right here. This is the Omni box. This is the only template that the Omni box will show in. The Omni box is a really great tool that uses what we call keyword association through any search criteria. It's also known as predictive text. Predictive text will help speed along the search process. So if you're thinking of a home in a particular area with white cabinets, or even something as simple as curb appeal, if that information has been entered into that listing, that information will be available and will help your visitors to narrow down on that listing. Now, you also may choose from several other designs. As you'll notice how we have several other designs, several other layouts, and several other options. So whichever design you end up stopping on, that's the design you're going to choose, the one you save. We're going to scroll down the page a little bit, and you'll notice, again, if you keep the Madison design, you'll be able to select the red or the white KW header, and then you'll be able to enter a statement to show above the slideshow of your homepage. So that could be what you might consider your tagline, your slogan, if you will. Okay, so we have decided we're going to stick with the Madison. We are going to choose one of our page headers, and we're going to click Save and Continue. Okay, so here we have the search form. Here we can decide what layout we want for our property search. Since we chose the Madison, we automatically get the Omni boxed with auto suggestion. You'll notice this is an example of what the Omni box will look like, and this is the right one that we want. So we're going to go ahead and click Save and Continue from here. Now we're taken to our site menu and navigation. Here's where we're going to be able to choose the site menu layout that works for you. You can decide on your simple, or you can decide on your expanded. And this is going to depend on what is going to show up on the top header. Once again, we're using the Madison design, so all of our navigation links will show up on the top header. In this example, we're going to go ahead and choose the expanded, so we make a choice on here. Now we're going to click Save and Continue. Now we can just add our basic site info. This is where we're going to add our logo, our name, and our tagline, as we mentioned a little bit ago. So the site name is going to be your site title. So this will be your and then your tagline, whatever you want, the best place to find your home, and we're just going to make it a little bit more creative. And I forgot to mention, I have the product manager of the new KW websites, Mr. Adrian Freeberg, in the conference room with me. Say hello, Adrian.
Hi, everyone. Glad to be here.
And Adrian is going to pop in, answering any questions that you all may have, and maybe even help resolve some things that I may say here. So don't be surprised if you hear Adrian pop in on the line. You'll notice now you also have the ability to upload your own specific file, or you can use the existing KW logo. So we're going to choose the existing KW logo just to save us some time, and now we're going to click Save and Continue. Once again, this is all part of the basic setup of the site. You'll have access to all of these tabs, all of these menu items at a later time if you need to make changes. So now they are building the site. So here we have our website. We do have a couple of websites because we have been testing on this, but this is our website that we just created. We named it Your Website Title so that we could recognize it easily. We're going to go ahead and click on that link, and now we are taken to our site settings. And here is where we can start to play around with the system a little bit and get a little bit more familiar with what we're looking for. For right now, we're going to be looking at our IDX. Well, first we're going to start with site settings, because you'll notice when we're in site settings, we have access to listings, our site design, and more. And these are the three categories that we're going to be spending most of our time on it right now. You'll also notice if you are in the top menu and you hover over site settings, you can also get to all of these features as well. So let's start under listings by clicking on IDX integration. If your MLS, I should say, should be available right here when you click on IDX integration. What you want to do is you want to click on use this MLS. It will show you which one is now selected, and then click save. Okay, before we do that, we'll click save. Now, after we have clicked save on IDX integration, let me redo that. There we go. We can move forward. So now we can click on our global field, our global filters, I should say. We have a couple of options for global filters. Since we chose IDX integration with our MLS, that means all MLS listings will be available on our website for future viewing for our visitors. We want to look at the All Listings tab and be sure we click on this link right here. Just because the MLS is connected with us in this back office doesn't mean that we have turned on all the listings in our MLS, because we have additional choices that we can make by selecting listings from the MLS. What I want to do here as an agent is I want to display all of the listings from my MLS on my website. And in order to do that, I need to make sure that this box is checked. I'm now going to click Save and continue editing. If I wanted to, I could filter out specific listings. So if I wanted specific listings to show up with a certain amount of baths or a minimum amount of beds, a minimum price range, maybe I'm working in an area that is all luxury homes and I don't really want to go through the trouble of people going through homes that are not all luxury. So I'm going to put my minimum price $500,000, and I can do and up, and then that would be the search criteria that's available. We could also choose specific listings. So if you are using this website, you could use this website as an additional website. Many of us agents have multiple websites. Perhaps you want this website only to feature your own personal listings. Well, then you could choose those specific listings out of this group. You could find the listings, even your own listings, add those listings, and those are the listings that will only appear on the listing search. So you do have your options through your global filters. Now, I clicked dismiss. We can save or we can continue. I didn't make any other changes after clicking on the add all MLS listings. All right. Now we can move on to, we went through our theme selection where we chose our theme. We now see our theme, but as you'll notice, you can always change your theme at a later date. After your theme has been chosen, now you can start to create your slideshow. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slideshows already available for you. So if you wanted to show the nature slideshow, you would click select. You would look at the slideshow images that are currently available, or you could upload and replace these images. You could also delete images if you choose. So you're not stuck with the images that are provided to you. You can add, remove, and include additional images. When you're in the slideshow, you can also create your own unique slideshow. So when you click on slideshow and the plus sign, here's where you're going to upload your own image. Of course, you'll name the slideshow, upload your own images, add a caption to the images. The caption will show on the bottom left-hand corner of the picture that shows up on your website. It will scroll through each of the pictures in a slideshow view, but if you put in a caption, it will include that caption. The link option is there in case that picture represents a place on your website. It's a quick way of driving a visitor directly from that enticing picture to the information that's on the website. It's available right there. And you can add up to 5 images. And I would recommend utilizing the custom slideshows so that you can really differentiate your website than anybody else's. All right, that's a slideshow. Let's move on to certifications. Certifications are available for you here, and you can choose them, and you can choose to show certifications on your website by clicking that button and then choosing the website. Most of us can easily choose ePro, Equal Housing Opportunity, and if you're a member of NAR, choose your National Association of Realtors option and then click Save. So you do have at least 3 designations that most of you can choose right out of the gate. Let's now look at social networks. Social networks are actually pretty simple to add. What you will do is you'll go into your social network, most likely your business page, and the terms that follow the / after, for example, facebook.com is what you'll add in the blank and then click Save. Some sites, such as LinkedIn, will require you first to create a public profile. So please be aware of that. If you notice some errors, chances are pretty good that's because you have not created a public profile or created your own unique public name. Visit each of those sites in order to do that, but the links simply will not work if you don't have the appropriate information entered in them. Next is our search form. So we have the opportunity to review our search form, but we did that because we chose the Madison design and we automatically get the Omni box with auto suggest. Here is our navigation menu. This is what is going to be available to us. Now, since we did choose the Madison, we do have top navigation menus. And Adrian, if you can help me answer this, if you add multiple top navigation menus, will the Madison design hold all of those in there? Or do you know if it will run out of room?
It'll eventually run out of room, but there'll be enough space for quite a few.
Quite a few? Okay, great. So you're going to use, you would most likely use these that are currently available to you, or you can remove them. And I do believe you can also move them around if you choose. So if you want one in a certain location, or you create a brand new one, you're going to create a brand new one, then you can make sure that those are put in the right place.
So keep in mind that these websites are also mobile responsive. So when you add these links, try to be cognizant of limiting the amount of links that you put on there, because on a mobile site or on a mobile device, it may look a little crowded. So just keep that in mind.
It's great. Great point. Thank you for that. And that is a great point, that these are mobile responsive, one of the top reasons that we are moving to new websites. So that's really great. Thank you for that, Adrian. All right, now let's look at site information. Now, site information is where we're going to put in our brand name. Our tagline, which we already did a little while ago when we did the setup, so most of this will already be set up. Here's where you can upload your own file so that your own unique brand is on there as well. Same thing with the site header. And then a favicon. A favicon, for those of you that might not be familiar with a favicon, I'm going to highlight the favicon, see if I can do it right here. This is the Playster favicon, and if you'll notice, I am in the very top right-hand corner. I'm going to draw a little arrow to where that is. Hopefully you all can see that. That is where the favicon is. It's going to be that little icon right there. That is a great place to put your own unique brand as well. So take advantage of the favicon. Moving on down the menu, we're going to look at the more options. So let's start with lead capture. There are two opportunities for lead capture. We have what you call passive lead capture leads and aggressive lead capture leads. This is entirely up to you, and there's two schools of thought when it comes to capturing leads passively and aggressively. Passively capturing leads means that you will allow the visitor to view as many listings as possible as they want to until they decide to submit contact information to you. Aggressively capturing leads means that the visitors are blocked from viewing any details on properties without submitting a contact form or registering on your site. So what it comes down to is it's a question of quality versus quantity. Passive captured leads are better quality leads because if someone is not forced to provide their contact information, chances are pretty good the contact information they provide is going to be relevant, solid information. Aggressively captured leads, you may receive a bogus email. You may receive the Fred Flintstone or the Bugs Bunny. That being the case, you are going to get, but you will get a lot more leads. So many of those leads are going to be quality leads. So it just depends on whether or not you want to work with quality or you want to work with quantity. And email forwarding, of course, we want to be sure that this is a great way to send your information. Do they put in their KW information, or is this automatically going through with the new KW websites?
Well, there's two components to this. You will automatically get the lead through eEdge, so you will already get the notification from Market Leader that you have a new lead as part of your website, and it'll say the source of the website. The source is this new website. You can also put in this section here another email address if you're not using eEdge, or if you don't, you're using something different. Put in another email address here, and you can even put in multiple addresses for that matter, and then you will get notified that in real time that a new lead has come to your site.
Awesome. Thank you, Adrian. Okay, let's move on to custom domain. So there's a couple of things when it comes to your custom domain. I'm going to recommend two things. One is read the directions very carefully on here, and then follow the Playster group has done a really good job of incorporating all of the different domain hosts. Many of you may be familiar with forwarding domains through CNAME. It is a little different with the Playster account, with the KW website. So be sure that you are looking specifically at your domain host, such as GoDaddy or any other domain host that you all may use, and follow those specific directions. They work like a charm when you follow them correctly. It's very important for us to track the activity on our sites, and the new KW websites make it real simple. Plus, you have Google accounts with Keller Williams. So if you've never used your Google account for anything, this is a great opportunity to use your Google account, get your Google Analytics admin page up. They'll generate the code, and we'll be able to place that, put that in place pretty simply. Same thing with your site verification. Once again, you have your Google accounts. Go to your KW Google account, go to your KW Google Webmaster Tools, put in your new KW website once you have that available, and start keeping track of that information. This is going to help you to verify your site and make sure the public knows it is a safe site. All right, how are we doing on time? We are looking pretty good. Okay, now is a great time to ask questions. You all have been asking just a ton of questions, and we really appreciate that. That's going to help the product managers and us as trainers. And I know Brenda has been doing a great job on the back end there answering some of these, but we're going to hammer out some of these questions. If you do have any problems with the new launch, please get in touch with us at support-kw@playster.com, or there is an 800 number there available for you guys.
Hi everyone. So this is Adrian again. I was going to go through some of these questions. Someone was asking when will this launch. That will be soon. We don't have an exact date yet. But what will happen is when you go, we'll announce that the websites are live. You'll also see a pop-up on MyKW that says congratulations, go to your new website, and you'll also see the link. So then you'll know that the websites have been launched. Again, launch date will be soon.
And you won't see the drop-down menu until after you've been launched.
That's
so you
correct.
will see the technology menu, but if you will not see new KW website until after you've been launched.
Until go live.
Correct. Awesome.
So somebody asked if there was only one design with the KW logo. That is correct. So right now we have one template that is KW, that's specifically exclusive to KW agents. The other templates are part of the Playster ecosystem for other agents to use, but we do have one template for our KW agents that has a logo, and you can change your branding on that as well.
And a couple questions came in, and we did answer this in the presentation. Are you able to add additional or change top navigation tabs? The answer to that is yes. You do want to be careful, since it is mobile responsive, as Adrian did mention, that you don't want to add too many, because it can start to mess with the way it looks. Not the responsiveness, just the way it looks.
Somebody asked about mobile responsive versus mobile optimized, and the beauty of these new websites is it's kind of both. So when a website goes into a device that's mobile, it knows what kind of mobile device it is. It knows how the device is accessing that website, and then it renders certain thumb-friendly, graphic-friendly items for that device. So if you have an iPad, it'll look different than if you have your iPhone, and the website's smart enough to know the difference between the two.
There was one.
You can put your own logo on your website.
So the question is, if you upload a personal logo, will it still have the? Will it still include the KW logo? Because some market centers need both.
Yes, it will still include the KW on there.
Excellent, great. I got that one.
There was a question about creating multiple websites. The ability to create multiple websites is there. We're not sure if there's going to be a charge with that component. Now, if you have multiple, if you're a part of multiple market centers, then you will get, a license to those specific websites, no charge, obviously, but there was a setting on there for a single property website. There is an additional charge for that if you wanted to create additional websites. But the great thing about doing it from here is that it'll all be in that one admin panel. So you don't have to go to different sites to make any changes. It'll all be on one page to do that.
And there are a bunch of questions about functionality specifics, and there is built into the system, into the Placer system, it answers about 99% of the questions that are coming up, which is awesome. It's all integrated within the website. And then speaking of resources that are available to help you, what you all should see on the screen at this time is a My KW homepage, and there's a quick links option at the bottom of the page. And I believe, does everybody see this, or is this only for early adopters?
Only early adopters will see this.
We'll see that. Okay.
And you once the website has launched, you will then see this quick link.
Okay, awesome. So that's available for you guys so that you can find all the information that you need regarding the early adopters. Okay.
Again, the great thing about the administration platform of these new websites is a lot of the questions that are coming up here. So one example is how big does the picture size have to be? That help topic will be embedded as part of that upload. So when you upload an image, it'll give you a suggestion of what that size will be. So it's very intuitive in understanding where you are on the website and giving you the information while you're there, so you don't have to go to a completely different support page to get that answer.
Can you?
Now, so for the filtered listings, the question is, can you filter listings by state? So if your MLS is part of multiple states, can they filter by that? And the answer is yes. There's a zip code. You would just put multiple zip codes there. And then the next question about filtered listings is consumers, can they still search for all of them? I believe that is the case, that they can search for all of them, even though you filtered certain ones for maybe featured properties.
Right. You can still
that setting can be there to either search all or search filtered.
Okay. And I think Maureen's asking the same question. So if you filter only for 500 and above, does that mean the default display listings is in that range? And is a customer able to modify that price point? So if you don't have all listings chosen, you only chose specific listings.
Yeah, they should only be able to search for those specific.
They're only going to be able to search, so they won't be able to modify that and look at all listings later on. Okay. Well, Maureen, we're going to take a little bit deeper dive into that. I actually have it available on my website, and we'll play around with that. Great question. And we got time for just
so
a couple
somebody
more
asked
questions.
about if we currently have a Placer site, how does that work together with the KW site? We automatically will switch you over from your Placer site to your KW site. Again, all the functionality is going to be there. All of the data that you've entered in there will still be there. It's just now you're going to be a part of the KW ecosystem, and you won't have to be paying a fee.
And the question was, are you able to add code to the website, like your HTML? And the answer to that is yes, you can add HTML to your
We'll be working with approved vendors to figure out the best way to really enhance the website and put that HTML code. Somebody had a question about the Facebook code. Again, working with approved vendors to look at areas of the website that can be customized for the HTML code. And somebody asked about SEO options. Again, this is the built on WordPress, so a lot of the architecture is already SEO friendly. You don't have to go out and find special rules to make your website SEO preferred. It's already kind of built out of the box, and then there's some techniques you can go above and beyond to do that.
Paula asked a question, if I have a custom domain name, and it doesn't matter, Paula, if you have a custom domain name through any company, you can always transfer that custom domain name to your new KW website. That would be something you would have to do on your own with whomever the vendor is that you have that domain name. And Randy, anybody that missed the first 5 minutes, we didn't give us any login information. We just told you where you're going to access the site. Site will be accessed from the drop-down link, but not everybody has that available. We have, I don't know, what do you think, Adrian, 200 questions that we simply won't be able to answer at this time, but I can tell you we do appreciate the questions you all are asking. These are all great for our product managers. I'm going to leave this.
Yeah, we will have an FAQ section as well.
And we're going to send a follow-up email to everyone who attended that will include a link to this webinar recording and a link to all of the FAQs. We want to thank everyone for being here, and thank you so much for your patience. And as always, stay on the edge of real estate technology by using KW technology. Make it a great day at Keller Williams. Thanks, Adrian.
All right, thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.